In this quick video guide, we're going to see how we can use the shadow catcher feature in Blender in order to have more realistic result when we do HDRI rendering and when we do image-based lighting. So HDRI and image-based lighting can create a really realistic result with really few clicks, really few steps, and this is what we're going to see in this video in a really fast way. But if you're interested, you can check the Blender video course, the entire Blender video course, and also other video guides in the playlist. Now you can see that this is a render and this is real time thanks to cycles, and we can see that this is the classic monkey head of Blender, and then we have the HDRI set up on the background, and we see the shadows. Now shadows make everything more realistic. If you don't have shadow, that's not going to be so nice. So if you see here in the outliner, I have a camera, which I'm not using actually, so I can just delete it. I have a light. Also, I can delete this light, so it's even better for the shadows. So it's only the lighting and the shadows are only coming from the HDRI, so the environment image. And I can, if I take off the plane that you see right here, I only have the monkey, but you can see this is less realistic because we don't have shadows. So when you use the plane with the shadow catcher effect, that's going to be more realistic. Now I'm going to show you everything from the beginning, so I'm going to just go for a new scene, and let's start with the monkey head. So I'm going to delete the cube. Again, I'm going to delete the camera. I'm going to delete the light. So this is a completely empty project right now. So let's go to Add, Mesh, Monkey. And first of all, right click, Shade Smooth, and go to the modifier, add some subdivisions. 2 will be fine, so that you have a nice monkey head, smooth and curvy. Then let's use also a metallic material so we can see the reflections and not only the lighting coming from the HDRI system. So to do that, I'm gonna go here in the material. I'm gonna apply a new material, and let's create here a metallic material. I'm gonna take up the specular value and take down the roughness. Now I cannot see anything because I'm not in the material preview mode. So next sphere here will be the material preview, and we can start to see some reflections. Now these reflections are coming from the default HDRI. So if I go here, you can see it's using this HDRI right here, and I can click this and change it if I want. So you can see that I'm changing also the reflections. Now I'm not seeing the lighting at the moment because we are not using the render engine the most advanced. So let's go to the fourth sphere and let's select cycles as render engine. And you can see now it's all gray. Why is this happening? Because we are using, if you click here, the scene world. And the scene world right now is gray. So I cannot see anything. So if I turn this up to white, I can see a little bit better, but it's kind of flat. So if I click on this yellow dot and I get an environment texture, I will make things more interesting. So where do I get image like environment texture? You can get it anywhere in Google. You can type environment texture, or in my case, I'm using the Polyhaven HDRIs. So you can see here I have an entire folder with different HDRIs. Now these are better than the standard HDRIs that you find in Blender, this one here, because these are like a little bit low resolution, so they don't look really good, but you can find the same exact HDRIs if you go in Polyhaven. And so let's take this one here, for example, which is Venice Dawn. I'm gonna open the image, and there you go. Now we have a background which looks really beautiful. We have reflections coming from that. So we have everything except one fundamental thing, which is the shadows. So how do I create the shadow catcher? I also want to take down a little bit the reflections here. So I'm going to increase the roughness a little bit. So this is kind of a metallic satin effect, not completely chrome or mirror. Now we need a plane to have the shadow catcher, so we go to Add, Mesh, and go to Plane. And this is a little bit small, so I'm going to increase this a little bit. Let's make it enough large enough that it will contain the shadows coming from the monkey head. Now you see that because this HDRI right here doesn't have a sun, it's kind of a mild and really soft result for the shadows. So let's change it. I want to use another one, or again we can deactivate the scene world and use the HDRIs that Blender has to offer. So this one here has a really strong sun, and to see the image in the background we need to increase the world opacity. So you can see that it's really pixelated, it's really low res, but you will definitely see the shadow right here. So we have a really strong shadow, and here I probably need to have a bigger plane to catch all the shadows coming from this situation right here. So I'm gonna increase the size more. I'm gonna make it bigger so that I can contain all the shadows. Now it's getting a little bit slow, so I'm gonna switch to this other view here, and there you go. So yeah, I have a really big plane. Now let's get back to the render, and how do I get rid of the plane without getting rid of the shadows? That's really simple. So I select the object properties on the right. Here in the panel, you can see a section called visibility. And this is where you can change the visibility of the object. So if you don't want to see it in the viewport, you can just turn it off, but then also the shadows will be gone. So how can you keep the shadows without seeing the plane? It's really simple. You can go here to the masks and activate the shadow catcher. So you can see now I'm seeing the shadows projected by the monkey head, but I'm not seeing the plane anymore. Now I can choose also another view if I don't like this one here. And to rotate that, it's really simple. I click here and then rotate the image. So you can rotate the object, you can rotate the image until you get in the way, in the point of view that you want. So let's say that I want to keep this a little bit frontal like this, but I want to keep on rotating this. And if you're interested in HDRI, you will find other videos about HDRIs and lining in the channel. Just search for them with the search bar, or you can check the entire Blender video course if you're interested. So I'm not really sure how I want to position this, but let's say that this is going to be fine just to see the shadows essentially. Now another really important thing we need to do is to get rid of the reflections of that plane on the subject. Now because this is a metallic object, it's really reflective, and I can still see the plane reflected even though it's not visible on the floor. So to get rid of that reflection, I go here to ray visibility and take off the glossy. So now I can see that I have the reflections from the HDRI, the plane is not visible anymore. I only have that shadows thanks to the shadow catcher option. So you can see this is a really simple setup. Now again, if you want, you can use your HDRIs, just deactivate the scene world. Sorry, activate the scene world here, deactivate the standard, and there you go. So you can use other setups. You can get it from the web. You can also rotate the image using the shading in this case. So you need extra mapping right here. You need to switch from object to world, and you need to have the mapping here. So there you go. So you apply this one here, and let's go also here, scene world. Okay, and now you can see we cannot see anything because we need another node which is called texture coordinate, and place this here, place this here, and now you will see the image there. Now remember, to see the shadow catcher we need to go to the render. There you go. So we see now the shadow, and now if we want to rotate the HDRI in the background, we go here in the rotation and just click and drag this one here. So this will be all for this quick video guide. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe to the channel, and if you want to support us a little bit more, you can join the channel as a supporter. Check our other video guides and video courses in Blender and also in other 3D software. Thanks, and see you in the next.